So the snow is gone. We're just waiting for the ice to melt at this point, and then I can officially say it's spring! Jesus, it's cold. I'm not filming out here. I'm going back inside. Hey! Welcome to episode number 119 of the Langille Show. My name is Brian Langille, and yes, fasten your seatbelts, kids. We're going for another tour around Charlottetown. So, things are really going relatively well. The snow is melting. I'm down here on the Charlottetown waterfront. I was just out filming, but unfortunately, it's a little too cold for me to stay out there right now. It's like -4, minus, I don't know what it is with the wind chill, but it's cold. So if you were at TLSLive last night, you were in for a treat. You were in for a huge announcement, and I would like to take a second here again and just, you know, remind people what the announcement wasn't. I'm not going to 789. I'm not pregnant. Susan's not pregnant. I'm not becoming some sort of acrobat and joining the circus, although I gotta admit that would be kind of cool. I didn't win the lottery, nothing like that. I'm not a partner on YouTube, nothing like that. If you don't know what the announcement is and you're waiting for me to tell you what it is, I'm not going to do it again right now. That's your penalty for not going to TLSLive last night when we told you specifically there's going to be a major announcement. So tune into 120, we'll cover it then, but for now, you're just going to have to wait. Did I mention it's cold outside? I mean, here's footage from me filming a couple minutes ago, and I swear to God, I could have cut glass. It is absolutely freezing. What I want to talk about here is the fact that I don't really watch TV anymore. I don't know whether it's because I find the internet more entertaining and the videos other people post is way better than what you see on TV right now, or, you know, exactly what it is, but I don't really have a lot of concern or interest for television anymore. I watch Lost because, let's face it, I've dedicated 4.5 years of my life to that show. I might as well keep going at this point. But after that, I really don't watch much. I used to watch all the crime dramas like CSI and Law & Order and Criminal Intent and, you know, Criminal Minds, all that kind of stuff. And I just kind of got out of it. I'm not even sure why. It just kind of faded away. But the other night I was watching, there's people across me watching me right now. This is hilarious. The other night I was watching Biggest Loser, and I find Biggest Loser inspiring. I mean, if I could lose 150 pounds, that would be phenomenal. Of course, if I lost 150 pounds, I'd weigh 70 pounds, and I haven't weighed 70 pounds since grade 3. That might be taken a little bit to the extreme, but the show is inspiring. You know, it makes me want to put down the chicken nuggets and pick up the carrot sticks. Unfortunately, when I go through the McDonald's drive-thru, carrot sticks aren't on the menu, so it's not my fault. Yeah, so like I was saying, the other night I was watching Biggest Loser, and the show was over, and, you know, I really wasn't paying too much attention. I was on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that, and, you know, Law & Order came on, and like I said, I don't watch Law & Order anymore. One of the ones I never watched was Special Victims Unit, and the reason I don't watch Special Victims Unit is because it's all to deal with sex crimes, and really, I don't find sex crimes all that entertaining. The other thing they deal a lot with is like things that happen to kids, and I'm a parent, so I don't really enjoy watching shows where, you know, bad things happen to kids. Put it together with a sex crime show, and it's really not what I call wholesome entertainment, so I just choose not to watch. However, like I said, I wasn't really paying attention, and I was on Twitter, and I looked up because I heard a familiar voice, and it turns out it was Carol Burnet. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Carol Burnet's on Law & Order. Then I realized that it's Tuesday, that means it's Special Victims Unit, and two trains of thought immediately went through my head. The first one was, oh shit, please don't let anything nasty happen to Carol Burnet, because that would suck. And then immediately was followed up with a second one that was, oh my God, please don't let Carol Burnet do anything nasty to anybody else, because that would really suck. I mean, there's certain things I don't want to see, and Carol Burnet on either end of a sex crime is definitely not one of them. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you for watching episode number 119 of The Langille Show. My name's Brian Langille. You can check me out at thelangilleshow.com and youtube.com. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Langille and dailybooth.com/Langille if you're looking for some photos. Is everybody on Daily Booth at this point? Like, do I have to keep repeating this, or does everybody already know about Daily Booth at this point? As far as the big announcement from last night, as far as the Festival of Lights goes, I'm going to cover that in 120. So we'll get together at 120 and we'll talk about it. We'll go right from top to bottom. We'll see how it goes. If you're watching this and you weren't at the show last night, you're thinking, Langille and the Festival of Lights, what are you talking about? Well, you'll have to tune into 120. Take care.